well, it's going to have a very different culinary taste than what's already in Roswell.
I'm Steve Stroud. I'm Executive Director of Roswell, Inc.
I'm Andy Williams, Executive Director of Visit Roswell, and we have another amazing guest on today, Mr. Will Colley with Roswell Junction. This is something coming down the pike that the whole community is really going to be stoked about.
Pumped up.
And man, talk about progress. When you drive by, I mean, that thing's flying. It's incredible. And for those of you who do not know what Roswell Junction is, we're about to get all into the details of what that's all about. Some pretty exciting stuff. So with that, we're going to turn it over to Will. What exactly is Roswell Junction? What's the model of this thing, and what's it going to be about?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it really was a evolution of how this thing came about. Obviously, it was Atlanta Street Baptist Church, and we had talked to the pastor. The church had already moved, and they've got a great congregation just north of here, but they didn't know what to do with the church, and so we worked with Pastor Jamie, and really it was our architect at Randall Paulson, Marcus Mello, who came up with the idea of the food hall, because it's an unusually shaped building, and so it was difficult to make it office or retail or something. And he kind of came up with the idea. We worked with the Colicchio Consulting Group, which is Tom Colicchio's brother, and they've done about 47 food halls nationwide. They do a lot of high-end restaurants in Vegas and for Marriott and that sort of thing. So really went through the due diligence with them, and then we hired an operator that did the largest one in the country called Legacy Hall in Texas. And we started going through it. It was a lot of fun. I've learned.
Is that in Legacy West?
I don't know.
It's out there. I think it's out in Plano. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. That's right.
We've been there.
That's right.
It's awesome. Got it going on too.
It is.
And
they got it going on.
Yeah. So, we started working on it, and I've learned way too much about grease traps and vent hoods and stuff like that. But, we've got, we're going to have 7 micro restaurants in there, 2 bars. We've got like a kind of an event area. So it's going to be, I think, a really exciting project.
Well, when people think of food hall, they think of like a gathering spot. I mean, this is going to be a unique scenario because you're going to have these restaurants and these the 2 bars operating within, but you can hang out there. You can grab a cup of coffee. You can meet somebody. You can take your kids outside. Tell us a little bit about the outdoors area.
Yeah, that was one of the things that we really worked on, I think, from the get-go, is to make this place extremely family friendly. And what I mean by that is we worked with the city on designing it with an outdoor patio area that has a retractable awning, which basically it's a nice day like today. We have the awning open. If it gets too hot, we can close it, or too cold, it's going to be heated and cooled. So we're going to have it's about a 2,200 square foot patio. So that's one of the things. Right outside of that, we have a large green area that's going to be fenced in. You can have your kids out there. You can go out there and sit. In the back area, we have a area that's going to have cornhole. Again, it's fenced in. We can have movie nights there. We made sure there's plenty of parking. So we're trying to make it where that demographic group between the 25 to like 55-year-old that has kids can come out and enjoy themselves, be able to have their kids do something fun. We're having an arcade. Mm-hmm. So I figured the arcade's going to be for the kids until about 8 o'clock and then it's going to be guys like us.
Yeah, we're going to be hanging out.
Yeah, playing Galaga, right?
Yep.
So, that's kind of the theory behind it. We have a LED wall that's going to be, we're going to be able to run football games. We're going to have bands, that sort of thing. So hopefully we're going to be able to provide not only like a great place to eat, but, also some fun events.
Yeah. That's, dog friendliness, family friendliness. Those are 2 things that Roswell does very well. And
yes.
It's funny, to your point about, the arcade, Blue Ridge has a spot up there, and we ended up getting in there just kind of tooling around one day, and it was all pinball machines. And we must have spent 2.5 hours in that place. And they had a sign up there. I think it said something like, drop your husbands off here to be babysat.
That's right.
Kind of type deal. So I could see that totally happening
Right
over at Roswell
alley.
Junction. So talk about, the model. Is it, grab and go? Is it you can walk in, spend as much time as you want, spread out and kind of do your thing, casual environment? What's the actual setting internally going to be like?
Yeah. So, I mean, what you're going to walk in, you're going to see each vendor, and then you've got several different options. You can walk up and talk to the owner, because these are chefs, they're the owners, which is always fun because chefs love to talk about how good their stuff is.
Sure.
Yeah.
And usually they're colorful. So, that's a great option. You can, if you don't want to do that, you can order it on your phone. You can order and it'll just text you, your food is ready, you go up and get it.
Okay.
So whether you order it or you order it in person or you order it on your phone, you just go get it. We'll have fully functioning DoorDash, Uber Eats, that sort of thing, so that you can come pick it up or have somebody pick it up for you. So there's a lot of different options as far as how you want to deal with it. It's going to have a very different culinary taste than what's already in Roswell. It was important to us to be complimentary of Canton Street and other restaurateurs. I mean, we've got Amalfi that's about 60 yards away.
Right.
We can't compete with Sal.
Yeah.
So you're right. And so we don't have Italian. We've got like Spice Right that's not too far away. We don't have barbecue.
Right.
So we're trying to bring these concepts that I think are going to be unique culinary experiences for Roswell.
Great.
So hopefully that's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, one of the things that, Krog is obviously one of the well-known food halls in Atlanta, and same thing with Marietta. That's a most recent
Right.
in the last few years, but we know that they've been successful. But your business model is a little different, because one of the things that I learned early on was, with this business model, you're not just renting a space. You're not just a restaurateur putting a restaurant in. These guys have really culled and made sure that it fits, and organically everything fits. But you also one point of sale, right?
That's right. So I think the thing is in a Krog is kind of food hall 1.0, right?
Yeah,
They're
right.
just tenants. And so whether the tenant's doing well or not, they got to pay rent.
That's right.
We look at them more of our business partners, and we pick these people. I mean, we had dozens and dozens of people that wanted to be in it, but we picked these people based on being complimentary to each other, being able to play off each other a little bit. And, Pat, our operator, has so much experience. He has the ability to go in and tell them, hey, put an avocado on that chicken sandwich and charge another $1 or whatever it is.
Help their bottom line. Yeah.
Help their bottom line. And like you said, we have one point of sale system. And so we can really see what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, and really help them with their business. And these are small business people.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Typically, I don't think you get, if you open a restaurant somewhere, I don't think you get like a rock star restaurateur to kind of help you with your business. You're
Right.
pretty much on your own.
Yep.
Well, these guys have a rock star that has a tremendous amount of experience helping them grow their business.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, so it sounds like, and you don't have to say any of the names of the incoming restaurants.
We
but
know that's
are they locked
in the vault, unless
Well, I'm very hopeful that by the end of the week, I'm gonna have some very exciting news.
Okay.
Yeah, I think,
Awesome.
yeah, I will definitely.
you keep
let
us
you know.
posted.
I will.
We'll
I
push
think
it
it's
out
going to
there.
be. Yeah, I think you're going to be surprised.
So talk about the we'll be surprised. We're excited. Talk to us a little bit about opening. We're still talking mid to late summer.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just I've never done this before, and so I'm I know I can get the building built, but some of the kitchen equipment and all that, getting everybody. There's a lot of
moving
chickens,
parts. Yeah.
chickens to herd there.
Chickens
so
to herd.
I'm hoping that's the case.
Well, you just said something. You know how to build a building. One of the things that we're very, very blessed to have you in this community, because you've taken South Atlanta Street, and not just this property, but the other 2 properties. And I want you to talk a little bit about that, because, hey, that's why that's going to be successful down. That's why Roswell Junction. And, you know, you've brought ideas, and where things, people said, oh, it can't happen. You know, I look at the clock tower. You picked that up, you propped that thing up, you made it look beautiful, and now it's a destination. And the building next door that you started with.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Steve. And, you know, it just seemed like that's kind of our business model, is to find underperforming properties in A locations. And there's no more A location than Roswell, right? And so to see a retail center that's renting for $8 or $9 a square foot just doesn't make any sense. And, you know, I think that our average rent is over $25 a square foot now. And with Southern Post coming on board, making it higher,
maybe
going up. But, you know, I appreciate you saying that. And, you know, we have some more stuff we'd like to do on South Atlanta Street. We just feel like that there's a tremendous amount of opportunity in the historic district for underperforming properties. And that means just properties that need capitalization, or they need, you know, or a little bit of vision to help transform them into something that's really going to be more not the 1950s, but more the, you know.
Well, it's a long haul. You know, you know, we were talking football earlier, and at the end of the day, it's the long game, right?
That's right.
Everybody talks about the short game, but you know, that's in golf. In real estate, we want the long game, and I think that's what you did with Clock Tower. You did it with your other building too. But Clock Tower, you put in the right tenants that they feed off each other, and you could see the chemistry, and how you can go to one and get a massage, or to the spa, or then you can go next door and work out, and you know, it's just all the right stuff. Yeah,
and I think we just got really lucky with the quality of tenants we got in there. You know, it's really, you know, it's kind of a mixed blessing. You go in there and can't find a parking space, but it's nice to see that parking lot full. Yeah, I see a lot of customers coming in and you know, getting taken care of in some way or another.
Sure.
That's great.
Absolutely.
So exciting stuff happening. We'll get some more details coming down the pike.
I was hoping to have something today, but couldn't quite get it.
Okay.
Couldn't quite get ink on paper.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We just appreciate you, Will, and your investment and your partners investing in Roswell. You're a Roswell guy. You're a Roswell resident. Go Bulldogs.
Yeah, go Dogs.
Bulldogs. Go Dogs. But at the end of the day, you are the kind of entrepreneur that makes Roswell successful.
Well, I appreciate it. And I really want to thank you guys, because, I mean, Kurt, the mayor and Kurt, city council, you helping me along with a lot of stuff.
We've been there.
You know, and so I think that that's really encouraging to see, you know, so much support from City Hall. And that's what, you know, I think that's what encourages other people to come along. I mean, you know, just some of the stuff that city, like what with West Alley, Southern Post, a new hotel, all that got done because of you guys in this room and, you know, the guys at City Hall. So that's a big game
and the
changer.
Gals. Don't forget the gals.
Yeah, gals. Yes. So,
well, Will, thank you. We always end on a high note, and we say it's a great day to do business in Roswell. Will Colley, thank you for doing business in Roswell.
Thank you,
we
Steve.
Appreciate
Cheers.
Thank you,
Andy.
You got it.